It's finally here. After being revealed in July, Zach Bryan's fourth studio album is here. Initially, fans were a little upset because naturally, they had to wait. It was announced back in July, but the wait is worth it. It's whopping 25 songs long and a little over an hour and a half. It's like a compilation of all the different eras and pieces of Zach Bryan. The nostalgia baiters from American Heartbreak, the softer songs from Deanne and Elizabeth, driving rock from the self-titled album, and the slow, soft ballads from the great American bar scene. The album has everything. It just seems to go all over the place, which, for most albums, when you go all over the place, it kind of throws off the listener. It throws off, I came here, most listeners go, I came here to listen to this, not this or this. But here, it's like, when you come here, you're listening, you get all of it. It's like the full package. And that's what he was going for here. I mean, it's 25 songs long, so naturally, they're not all going to be the same. But I think they're so different that they make everyone kind of feel fresh on its own. Because it's even though, half of these songs we already knew through, teasers, and we only knew a little bit of it, but it just feels like a completely different song in all the good ways. And I mean, right now, it's sitting on #1 charts for Apple Music. It has passed the Taylor Swifts, the Morgan Wallens, all of them passed. But the one odd thing about that you never see, if you think about big albums, just think Morgan Wallen, first album, big hits, Up Down, Whiskey Glasses, huge singles. If we go Luke Combs, huge singles, Hurricane, Beautiful Crazy. What are some other ones? Morgan Wallen on the I'm the Problem. So many just huge singles. I'm a Little Crazy, I'm the Problem. But none of this album was out before this morning at midnight. This was all we knew of the essence of them, and just the fact that they're there, but we didn't know what is there. Whether it was the soft songs, what are some of the soft ones? They get stick in your mind, but it's odd. It's they don't have a lead single. There's not anything big that makes there's nothing big that makes the listener go, all right, I know this song, I should give this a listen. But that's kind of the beauty of it. The beauty of it is that it's unknown. It's like a mystery. So it kind of entices the listener. And there's just all different types of songs. There's just the driving songs, the 40 hours, which is I think called Say Why. It should have been called 40 hours. Just the sequence where it's 40 da da, 40 da da. Just keeps the listener engaged. This is really interesting. And of course, coming in, Zach Bryan was getting a lot of flack for bad news. They didn't really like the political aspect of it. But here it's he's going after not just one, but he's going after the whole works about just the whole country. Which, I mean, go for it. It's a banger song. Of course, everybody already knew of a few of them, the Plastic Cigarettes and all of those. But just the weird thing is, I've listened to the album 2 times already. And you remember the essence of the songs, but you don't remember the songs itself. If you play me a little bit of the chorus, I'm sure I'll know, oh, that's Plastic Cigarettes, that's Say Why. But you can't really go oh yeah, that song's huge. Whereas with the other ones, the Something in the Oranges, the Heading South, the Revivals, I Remember Everything, Hey Driver. It's going to be very interesting to see which one of these songs just catapults his way to the top. So I know there's so much for everybody here that I think one of them's just gonna take off. But the risk in that is that since there's everything for everybody, they could just kind of stay in their own little bubble of songs. Like, say, the singles Zach released leading up. Sure, some of them were pretty big. They were all right, but for a 25 million stream artist, monthly listener artist, they got, you'd think, bigger numbers. The thing is, I think that this draws in a whole bunch of new people taking shots at his ex-girlfriend in Skin. Might be called tattoos. I don't know. That's the problem. They're just kind of there, but they're not there in your mind. Now, I see a lot of people, their complaints, overproduced and things like that. But the thing is, I think that might work out to its favor, considering he's releasing the acoustic version, except he's not taking a break to release it. It's coming out in 2 days. Just the absolute chaos of like having the whole year, you go by it with like 12 Zach Bryan songs. Here, if you count the acoustic versions as different, you get 50 songs over the span of 3 days. And it's just the fact of that alone makes me think that, okay, they could hit a brick wall immediately. Or they could take off, and one of them could really pick off steam. Or maybe one or two of them. Like if we look at the self-titled album, I Remember Everything, big. Tourniquet, big. Spotless, big. Hey Driver. They had the hits. Whereas if you look at the last album, they toned back on the hits. Of course, you know the 28s, and you know the Pink Skies. But aside from that, you don't really pull out the songs. You pull out the mood. Whereas the mood of the last album was just kind of soft and slow. It's the magic of the new album. There is no mood. Because it's just constantly changing. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's just all over the place. And just like, oh, you like this song's mood? That sucks. It's gone. But wait, so it'll probably come back later. It's just to move again. And then here it's back. And I think that's the real magic of it. And that's what makes the album Zach Bryan. Just whether it's like the quiet little piano and acoustic ballads, or the full-on like high school band songs where you have the whole band in the background. It just captures that little bit for everybody. And I think that's gonna be either its greatest success or its greatest downfall. Because after all that's gone on with Zach over the past year, I really feel like there's no scenario where this album does like okay, nothing great. But I think it's either gonna be down, 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 or it's gonna be like up. This song, huge. This song, huge. This song, huge. And I think that's the thing. We're already seeing that effect. Whereas, say, even though the album's #1 on the charts, you look at, say, the songs, you don't see any of the songs on the charts until any of the charts in total, but country song charts, you don't see them till 30. I know it seemed like I was just kind of blabbing in that review. That's the magic of the album. You're not supposed to feel this way. You're not supposed to feel this way. You're supposed to feel a little bit of everything. And the album really hits that home and drives it by just keep changing. And that's the magic of it. That's what makes With Heaven on Top. With Heaven on Top. I mean, I think that's what's gonna... If this album hits success, It's going to be because of that. It's not going to be because we had American Heartbreak, Zach, on these tracks. Elizabeth, Zach, on these tracks. Great American Bar Scene, Zach, on these tracks. Self-titled album on these tracks. It's going to be because all of those are on a record. This record with Heaven on Top.